This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the SHINE program shines brightly on a dreary day. See why students love the program so much in the Hazleton Area School District. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Kara. Let's start things off with some headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The ribbon was officially cut today on a nationally recognized after-school program designed to help kids stay in school and help reduce crime. The program is known as Schools and Homes in Education, or SHINE, and today it was officially launched at the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School. Congressman Lou Barletta and State Senator John Udechak are responsible for bringing the Carbon County model to Luzerne County, and from what we heard today, the students love it.
It's like we're always treating the symptom and not looking for the cure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the cure.
We can connect our public school system to the community again. That's what the SHINE program is all about.
We eat first and then we do fun games. Like we go into groups, and during the groups, in one of the groups we're making hovercrafts.
That's cool.
And the other group we're gonna make towers out of spaghetti noodles and marshmallows.
You guys are in 5th grade. What are you doing to make a hovercraft?
Well, we get a CD and we kind of design it with our own sense of style and stuff, and then we get a bottle cap and we glue it onto the center of the CD. And then today we're going to learn how to drill through it. So when we drill through it, we're going to blow up a balloon and put it under the hovercraft, and then the air that's going to push down it's going to deflate, and it should hopefully just float on a table.
Are you doing the spaghetti and marshmallow thing?
Yes.
What advice would you give me if I go home tonight and try to do that? How should I do that?
Use more than one spaghettis. Try to use big marshmallows. That's way stronger. And try to make it as tall as you can.
How is this different from being in school all day?
Well, school is when you learn more stuff and about math, you do more math. But if you go to SHINE, you learn about how to build stuff and learn new stuff about that you never heard of.
SHINE offers a STEM curriculum that's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. The program is available for kids in grades K through 8. Tonight, a scam alert from the Hazleton Police. Last night around 6:30, police responded to a home on South Cedar Street for a report of a suspicious man representing a utility company. The man asked to check the power. While in the basement with the man, the resident heard noises upstairs and called 911. The man left. Patrol units arrived in minutes. While nothing was taken, the man did not have official identification. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Spezial says if you encounter someone representing any company, call 911 and Hazleton Police will respond to verify the person's identity. Meanwhile, Chief Spezial will be the featured guest on a new Sam LaSan show. It premieres tomorrow at noon with rebroadcasts at 1:30 and 7 p.m. on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. April is National County Government Month, and a number of events are being planned for Luzerne County. Lisa Sugart has the details.
The month of April is National County Government Month, and here in Luzerne County, a number of events are being planned. And here to tell us all about it is the man who is doing the planning, Acting Luzerne County Manager, Attorney David Pedri. Thank you so much for joining us today. There are a lot of things that are planned for this entire month. Some already been held, but you have some pretty impressive events upcoming.
Thank you so much for having me here today. It's always a pleasure coming back. Obviously, I'm Hazleton born and bred, so being here at News 13 feels like home. I want to say thank you for having me because Luzerne County is doing some great things, and County Government Month is April. And the theme this year is Safe and Secure Counties, and we are highlighting some of the good things the county does every single day.
Well, speaking of safe and secure, you are having an open house this weekend, this Saturday, at the Luzerne County 911 Center. So tell us about that.
This open house will show what 911 does. We have EMA being present, the District Attorney's Office being present. It's a great event for the kids. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This Saturday at the Luzerne County 911 Center in Hanover Township. I would encourage people to try to attend. You will see an amazing, up-to-date center. You will see the care of our employees that work so hard to make this place work. And it's going to be a great event. I hope you can join us.
People take for granted the work that goes on there, but there is a lot of amazing things that do happen there and a talented team.
When that phone call comes in and it's the time of crisis, that phone, that voice on the other side of that phone is one of the most important that you'll have in your entire life. And I hope nobody has to go through that. But when you have that moment, you have to support those people, and they are well-trained, they work hard, and we're happy to do these events for them.
And another event that is coming up, a first of its kind event, you are having a county-wide crime watch meeting. So what triggered that?
Well, we want to get people involved in Luzerne County, and we love the idea of crime watches. Obviously, crime is an issue in Hazleton, in Wilkes-Barre, in Pittston, in Nanticoke, in every municipality across Luzerne County. We're a county with 322,000 people, and we have different crime watches across the county. I think the major issue with regard to this is to get them together, to start sharing resources, sharing ideas, what can work, what doesn't work, and get everybody talking. We're going to have 911 being present. We're going to have our Luzerne County Emergency Management Association being present. Each of them have 911 notification systems that we can help crime watch. We're going to be talking about the sheriff and the prison. What can people do to help Luzerne County crime on a daily basis? That event will be on April 11th at 6:30 p.m. at the Luzerne County Courthouse on the 3rd floor.
All right, there are a number of other events that are being planned throughout the entire month, and because we don't have the time to go into it, we will put the complete list that Dave has given to us to put up on our Facebook page. So please go to FYI News 13 on Facebook, and you'll see the complete list there. Get involved in your community. Get involved in your county. You'll be glad you did.
Thank you, Lisa. Coming up on FYI, we'll talk with Adrian Diaz from the Hazleton Area Boxing Club, who's going after a Pennsylvania Golden Gloves Central District Championship this weekend. And right after this break, our friend Charles McElwee from the Greater Hazleton Historical Society and Museum is here for another look back at our area's past.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We are very pleased to welcome back Charles McElwee, a board member with the Greater Hazleton Historical Society, telling us some great stories from years past, the impact of Hazleton on politics. And the next story that we're going to hear about today has to do with a visit in 1962.
That's right, the 1962 governor's race. It was a critical election that pitted Richardson Dilworth, who was previously mayor of Philadelphia, a Democrat, against a regional candidate, William Scranton, who was representing the Republicans in Congress in his district in Scranton and was running for the nomination as well. But Dilworth, both candidates, Dilworth and Scranton, came from blue blood, politically influential families. Dilworth broke up the Republican machine in the city of Philadelphia in the early 50s with Joe Clark, who was a U.S. Senator, and Scranton was of his namesake, the city of Scranton. So you had these two influential individuals facing off each other, and Hazleton became a critical campaign stop that largely determined the outcome of that race.
Now, there was a quote that was said or something, only bears live along the proposed Keystone Shortway route. And that's what triggered all this?
That's correct. In an age before Twitter, social media, that faux pas haunted Dilworth throughout the campaign. In 1958, Dilworth had an interview with an AP reporter, and the discussion was about the interstate highway system that was just sprouting throughout the country after Eisenhower had passed the Interstate Highway Act in '56. So the one proposal was to extend Route 80, which was known as the Keystone Shortway, across the Poconos in northeastern Pennsylvania, and to have Route 80, which was known as the Anthracite Expressway, cut south through north. So the Can-Do and the Chamber of Commerce at the time, they were lobbying to make the intersection of 80 and 81 be as close to Hazleton as possible. But in the report that was run across newspapers in Pennsylvania, Dilworth said, why would we support this? Let's focus on our urban centers and how the interstate highways can benefit them instead of an area where there are only bears. Well, that was not well received among places like Hazleton. And when Dilworth visited Hazleton in September, right before the campaign of '62, he was greeted on Broad Street by three mascots, three men from Scranton's campaign dressed as mascots in the Bear Cub. And well, he found out there were not just bears in Hazleton, but voters, and they did not vote for Dilworth. And Dilworth ended up losing all 15 counties that were along the proposed Keystone Shortway.
That is really interesting. And we think craziness happens now in politics, but it was happening back then as well.
Absolutely. So Scranton benefited from that, but ironically, the one county that Scranton lost was his own, Lackawanna. But when Scranton campaigned in Hazleton a week before the election, he spoke before a crowd of 1,000 before the Altamont, and Scranton said, well, this is refreshing to see. There aren't just bears in Hazleton. And consequently, the quote that haunted Dilworth throughout the campaign determined his outcome as a nominee, and Scranton ended up being the governor of Pennsylvania.
And as they say, the rest is history.
Correct.
Thank you so much. Another great story. We have more with political tones coming up throughout the month, so please stay tuned right here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
You know, a bear did hit my car on Cybert Street once. Just a note. Now to the weather. It was a total washout pretty much in the Hazleton area today. I hope everyone stayed safe and dry. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, rain showers before 2 a.m., then scattered rain and snow showers, low of 31 degrees. Little or no snow accumulation is expected. On Friday, the rain moves away, mostly cloudy, but it will be windy with wind gusts as high as 26 miles per hour, high of 42 degrees. On Friday night, 40% chance of snow after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 27, new snow accumulation of less than a ½ inch possible. Saturday, 50% chance of snow before 2 p.m., then a chance of rain and snow, cloudy, high near 36 degrees. Saturday night, we'll get down to 19 degrees. It will be blustery. There is a chance of rain as well. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 37. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 30. And then on Monday, a chance of showers, 40% chance, cloudy with a high near 52. Monday night, 50% chance of showers. Our low will be 44 degrees. Move on to our lottery numbers on this Thursday on FYI. Pick 2, 75. Pick 3, 297. Pick 4, 6052. Pick 5, 02760. Those are your Pennsylvania lottery numbers, midday winning lottery numbers on FYI. Here's Law Talk. When we come back, we'll preview Pennsylvania Golden Glove Central District Championships.
Hello and welcome to Law Talk. Today we're going to talk about a very oftentimes tragic but very important subject involving motor vehicle accidents, and in particular victims of motor vehicle accidents who have been victimized by a drunk driver. And Alexis spent 7 years as a prosecutor in the Luzerne County DA's office. She's very familiar with that, and she can bring you all up to date on what needs to be done if that unfortunate event should happen to you or a family member.
As my father mentioned, I did work in the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office for some time. During my time there, I did, for 2 years, head up the Vehicular Homicide Division, and unfortunately in those cases, a lot of times the individuals who were victimized by drunk drivers. So I have a lot of experience on the criminal side as being an advocate for these individuals who were victimized by drunk drivers. Now, in civil practice, I'm able to be an advocate for victims who are involved in drunk driving accidents. And I'm very aware of the fact that not only are these people affected in their work life and their family life, their entire lives have changed from that moment forward. A lot of times there are significant injuries. They can be catastrophic, again, to the work life and to the family life. And I offer the availability to work with law enforcement officers who are doing investigations on behalf of people who were involved in these types of accidents. And it's important to respect the work that they're doing, that being because the investigations that they're conducting certainly can be beneficial to the civil portion of a claim. So if you're involved in a drunk driving accident, give us a call. I'd be happy to sit down with you and speak to you regarding the concerns that you might have, as I'm very aware of the effects that it will have on your life from that moment forward.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Huge boxing event this weekend in Schuylkill County. Saturday, 7 p.m. in Monterey City. Frank Cariello, the Pennsylvania Golden Gloves Tournament Central District Finals. And here joining us, Bernard Bruni, huge into Pennsylvania Golden Gloves, Executive Director, also in charge of officials, works with the officials. And you know what? I'm going back a while here, but everyone was so excited for the Mayweather-Pacquiao bout. I remember watching it with all my friends. It was a letdown for a lot of us, and I told them, I said, you know what, I've gone to the Central District PA Golden Gloves Tournament and saw some great boxing. There is a lot of great boxing at this thing that maybe people don't realize. What will they see there?
I'll tell you what, this year we have 18 bouts, and it's going to be some of the finest amateur boxing that we've had in the past 20 years. The quality of the boxer has just come so far. Last year we had 90 kids participate in the Central Tournament. This year we have 140 kids. So the numbers are there, the quality is there, and it's going to be a really good show. A lot of really good bouts.
And from what I saw, and if I'm wrong, tell me, but it seems very tactical. Like people aren't going out there. I mean, if you can get a knockout, but I mean, it's a lot for scoring and getting the decision.
They're training, the training methods are better, the kids are more involved. Several years ago, I know I would train boxers and they would come in and they were always hurt and injured, and I used to tell the parents, listen, I'm not a babysitter. The kid wants to come, I'll teach him what I can, but he has to want to learn. And these kids are like sponges. They want to know everything. They read a lot. They do a lot of background checks on the old-time boxers, and they come in the gym and they want to learn, and they put it out. They spend the time, and not only on the boxing, but on the books.
Now, you know, I'm sure some of the boxers. Is there anyone we should know about if people are looking forward to going out at and looking at the bout sheet before Saturday?
Well, the obvious is the local kid, Adrian Diaz. He's a likable 15-year-old kid, and he can box. He can really box. And it's going to be a great bout, yeah, with him and Christian Rivera.
And that is at 132 pounds, 15 to 16-year-old division. We did talk with Adrian as he was getting ready for his bout. All right, so you got Golden Gloves coming up. How are you preparing? What's the training like for this fight?
The training is like, we know we're going to win. We're just training pretty hard. We're running in the morning at 5 o'clock. Yeah, doing like sprints under 3 minutes. Whew. Like 2 times around the track, that's half a mile, under 3 minutes.
You say 5 o'clock. You're doing this after school, before school?
Before school, 5 o'clock.
You're 5 a.m. This is like the Rocky movie, man. You're getting up early in the morning.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Is anyone going with you, or are you doing this on your own?
I'm doing this with Jose. Sometimes my friend, he comes too, yeah.
So, man, that's a lot of motivation. You really want this.
Yeah, it is a lot. Like, I wake up, I'm so tired. I'm like, yo, Jose, I'm not gonna go today. He's like, get up, let's go, we out.
Dude, is it all worth it? I mean, when you have the success in the ring, I mean, you seem like you really love this.
Yeah, I do love it. Like, when my grandpa died, my brother started boxing, then it just came through my mind.
Your grandfather would be proud of you going to these Golden Gloves things and everything?
Yeah, he would be.
Do you know who you're going against? It's Christian, right, this weekend. Do you know anything about him, or is it just you got to fight your own fight?
I got to fight my own fight. I don't know him. Like, I never met him. I don't even know his style. So I got to just put in my own style.
What is your style? How would you describe your style?
I don't know. I'm a righty, so, like, I go in with my jab twice, then bam, come in with the hard shots, body. Yeah, mostly.
What's the toughest thing you've had to go through to stay with this? It's 2 years since I talked to you last. What's the hardest thing? Is it taking the punches, or is it getting up at these hours? What's the hardest part of boxing?
The easy part is like taking the punches. Like, it's easy for me. Like, I don't really get hit a lot, but waking up at 5 in the morning, that's pretty hard. Yeah.
And Mr. Bruni, I did an interview with him earlier when he first started. He was at the beginning of the Hazelton Area Boxing Club, so definitely loves it. We did an interview with him and his older brother, so very serious about it. Have you seen him fight before?
Adrian?
Yes.
Yeah. I refereed his bout 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he boxed and he won. And Saturday night, it'll be a championship bout, and he'll be, well, the winner of that bout will be the Central District champion, and then he'll box the Philadelphia region champion. And depending on the availability, if they have somebody from Pittsburgh, he might go all the way and try and become a state champ.
Get out this Saturday night. You never know. The future rising stars in boxing could be right here in our backyard. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First night, Holy Rosary Parish will be hosting a luncheon Saturday, April 9th from 10:30 a.m. to noon at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton. There is no charge for the meal, and all are welcome to attend. A special thank you goes out to the Rotary Club for helping. For info, call 570-455-6390. Our next announcement, the Tamaqua Community Arts Center will be hosting the Suicide Prevention Task Force Wednesday, April 20th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Learn the common causes, warning signs, and how to get help for yourself or someone in crisis. The Arts Center is located at 125 Pine Street in Tamaqua. For more information, please call 570-668-1192. And one more quick announcement. Cunningham United Methodist Church, 411 Main Street, will be holding a drive-thru chicken barbecue dinner Saturday, April 23rd from noon to 5 p.m. Tickets are $10, and they can be reserved by calling the church 570-788-3960. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. George J. Gullick Jr. of Hazleton. Memorial is April 15th at 11:30 a.m. from the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Friends may call from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Beverly A. Manzak of Hazleton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Paul D. Lee of Junedale. Arrangements will be announced by the Firo Funeral Home. And Walter Herr Hall of Drums. Memorial is Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Emil Can of Beaver Meadows. Emil, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
I'll tell you what, if Bishop Hafey had a coffee stand, I wouldn't have slept through English after lunch almost every day. That was my bad. The Hazleton Area Career Center's Classy Corner Cafe is a hit. They have coffee there and more. It's staffed by students with autism, and it's grown by leaps and bounds since it opened in 2011. The stand doesn't only benefit those in need of a pickup, it also helps the autistic students with social skills, business skills, and it helps give them confidence. Maria Giacchetti has more on the stand and a special t-shirt project the students ran for Autism Awareness Month in today's Standard Speaker. Well, now I could really go for coffee, and I'm in luck because the news is over. We'll be back on Friday. For breaking news, go to our Facebook page or standardspeaker.com. Take it easy, everyone.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.